Hey there, it's Natalie Marie Collins. Pardon me for a moment while I finish drinking my Bulletproof coffee. I love this stuff. So one of the things that I have really been focusing on doing is creating a morning habit routine that really helps me to thrive in not only my life, but in my business. And one of the things that I started doing was drinking Bulletproof coffee, but not just any Bulletproof coffee, because as much as I love what the guys over there at Bulletproof Coffee are doing, the fact is that they're guys, and right here, this is a chick, and girls and women have different needs in their diet than men do. So I needed to modify what my Bulletproof coffee looks like compared to theirs. And this includes the oils and fats that we take into our bodies. So I'm going to show you today what I put into my Bulletproof coffee to make it girl style. You ready to get started? So the first thing that I want you to look at is what kind of coffee you drink in the morning. And I know a lot of us drink coffee, and I'm not asking you to give that up. This is a upgraded, modified version of your coffee routine, which makes this a little bit more impactful because as we take slow changes and slow steps towards, doing that more upgraded lifestyle, you are able to make bigger and better changes in your life over the long term, which is key and what you really want to do. So taking a look at the kind of coffee that you drink is going to be crucial because this is the foundation building block of what's in your cup. So with coffee, you want to get something that is organic, and something that is not roasted for very long. And what I mean by this is there are some big chain coffee shop restaurants that roast their beans for 20 minutes longer than the recommended time, and which essentially burns the coffee beans. What this does is it increases the acidic levels and makes your body a lot more acidic, which is what you want to steer away from when you are looking to achieve ultimate health. So starting off with a coffee that is less acidic is gonna get you started off on the right foot. So there are several different kinds of coffee that I have discovered that are really good as a base, one of them including the Bulletproof brand coffee. But one that I found here recently that I am so in love with is this Java Zen Superfood Blend Balance. And I'm going to read to you what's in it. So there's the organic ground coffee. There is cacao nibs, which is chocolate. You get chocolate coffee in the morning. Awesome, right? Organic matcha green tea, organic ground cinnamon, and organic ground vanilla bean. And this stuff tastes amazing and it feels great too. Like I can feel the goodness of it, and it really has a lot of energy packed into it. So I take 1 tablespoon of the Java Zen blend coffee and put it into, I have one of those little reusable Keurig cups, and I put it into the Keurig cup and do it that way. While that's brewing up, I then pull out all the stuff that I need to put into the coffee when it's done. And the first thing I get out is my Bulletproof Brain Octane. Now, something that they really recommend with this is literally just, it's coconut and or palm kernel oil. And, they've done some formulaic stuff to it to where it really draws out the, what is this? The caprylic acid triglycerides. That's what they're called. But those are really what, do the brain part of it and really helps to fire stuff off in your brain and really wake your brain up. They say on the directions that to slowly over time start off with 1 teaspoon and work your way up to 1 tablespoon. Now this and the grass-fed butter that I'll talk about here in a minute is the only things that the guys over at Bulletproof Coffee include in their coffee. And so the modified girl version really comes from the next step that I do. So 1 teaspoon of the Bulletproof Coffee MCT oil, and the big kicker, the big one that I really love to use is this Vega antioxidant omega oil blend. This stuff is the golden ticket for us women, and I'm going to read to you why. So there are several different oils that are in here. It's all seed based, not nut based. So if you have a nut allergy, this is good for you. So there's hemp seed, flax seed, pumpkin seed, green tea seed oil, coconut oil, black cumin seed oil, blackberry seed oil, blueberry seed, cranberry seed, and pomegranate seed oil. And it's loaded with omega-3s, omega-6s, and omega-9s, which we all need, all of them, in order for them to work together. And then the last thing is I use a teaspoon of this, by the way. And then I use a tablespoon of the Kerrygold grass-fed butter. And I put this all into my Vitamix blender and blend those puppies up until it gets all nice and frothy and yummy and delicious. Now, one thing about this oil is it does taste a little funky. So what I do to counterbalance that, funky little aftertaste that it has is I put either 1 tablespoon of raw organic honey, or I will put a couple drops of vanilla stevia in it. That vanilla stevia combined with this coffee is amazing. It's so yummy. And this is what I drink every single morning. And what this really does is all of these oils that are put into your coffee helps all the neurons in your brain to become lubricated. It helps all of your joints and your organs and stuff become lubricated as well. And so everything starts working and functioning properly and at a higher level. Now, if you're worried about the caffeine levels in coffee, I know I have a friend who won't drink coffee anymore because of the caffeine levels. I hear you. I didn't drink coffee for a really long time because of 1, the acidity levels, and 2, the caffeine levels, because I'm incredibly insensitive to caffeine. So I have to be really aware of that. But what the blending it up in the Vitamix does is it takes the fat cells and it wraps it all around the coffee, and it creates a slow release formula for you. So the caffeine is slow released throughout the day, so you don't get the highs and lows and the jitters and all that stuff. And 1 cup will do ya. And it will get you through your day and you'll feel great. And it just gives you that even keel energy all throughout the day that we're striving and looking for. Another thing that the oil does, and you'll remember that I mentioned that it helps lubricate all those neurological pathways in your brain. And when this happens, you're able to think better, think clearer, and function at a higher level inside of your life and your business. So when you're doing this, you're able to create a life and business that you can thrive from in starting off the day right with something like Bulletproof Coffee. And if you're a woman, I encourage you to do it girl style, because you need different fats than those guys do, and this is a way for you to get it. So I'm going to put a link below. I'll put links below this video of all of the oils, of the coffee, and everything that I use inside of my Bulletproof Coffee. And I'll also put the recipe down below as well, so you can make it for yourself. And I will talk to you later.